Alright guys, the Clash Royale hate has gone way too far. Over the last couple days, multiple of the big Clash Royale creators have spoken out saying that Supercell is basically garbage. B-Rad has made a video, Boss has made a video, Riley has said stuff online. Many of those guys are just completely dumping on Supercell and on the recent update about how awful the game is, how awful the update is, and just basically just Supercell being awful overall. I do gotta say that I disagree on a lot of the stuff that they said. I really liked the last update, I really liked Lucky Drops, I really like what Supercell has been doing here recently. I like the new community manager, and I kind of like the direction the actual game itself is going in. Just to get this out of the way, I'm not paid by Supercell. We don't even have a creator code. We want one in the future, yeah, but we do not have one right now. We're not going to sit here and lie about it. So I'm going to tell you my 100% honest opinion on the last Clash Royale update and the state of Clash Royale as it is right now. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Starting out with the B-Rad video, I watched this video from beginning to end. This thing had a huge amount of views in just 24 hours. It had like 350,000 views in 24 hours, which is kind of crazy nowadays for a Clash Royale video. I honestly agree with most of the stuff he said in the video. There were multiple of his complaints that I 100% agree with. I think that tower troops were awful. I think that cards being rolled out the way that they are is awful, but there are many things that I disagree with. I really like this last update, and I really like the Lucky Drop update. He said that Lucky Drops were awful because they were taken out of the season shop. Well, yes, I understand that the rewards were taken out of the season shop, but at the same time, there still are rewards in the season shop. They're not as great because you can't get wild cards out of them, but for the average mid-ladder player, for the average player, the value is still there. Yes, for the players that are maxed or near maxed, the season shop is nowhere near as good as it used to be, but for the average player, yes, it is. Lucky Boxes being a lottery system is not as bad as you're trying to make it out to be. There were added rewards from the Lucky Drops. You still get very good rewards from the season shop. I don't even know where the idea came from that everything was taken out of the season shop once the wild cards were taken out. Like, I understand that's a big hit, but you still get a bunch of rewards out of Lucky Drops, and then you still get very good rewards out of the season shop. You're acting like this is a net negative, which is blatantly untrue. It might be for some of these players like me or you that are maxed or near maxed, but for the average player, that was a very good change. Talking about this update, I think the update was very good. I think that the Goblin Queen's Journey, while I do agree with the statement that the Goblin Queen's Journey kind of feels like it should be in event mode and it shouldn't be in actual ladder mode, I honestly don't mind how it was rolled out. Like, the complaints on here was all about how, oh, you locked the new cards behind this new game mode. You made people play a ton of games to get those rewards. Well, I mean, would you rather have that, or would you rather people have to pay $30 to unlock the card? I guess I just don't really know what everybody is wanting here. You're just wanting them to hand give everything to you for free. Where's the incentive in playing the game if that is the case? Like, some people like the reward of getting it. Like, not everything is just going to be straight up handed to you. That part just didn't make any sense to me in that video. I understand the complaints about saying that upgrading the card takes a lot of money, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of cards. I understand that, completely agree with that fact. But the part that was annoying to me was when B-Rad was complaining about how you had to play the game to unlock the cards instead of them just handing it to you. Clash Royale is going to make their money. I think that we all have to know that. B-Rad suggested in the video that they should do some kind of a skin thing where they charge for skins but make progression easier for players. Yes, I agree. That would be much easier, but I honestly think we're past that point, and I think you know that, and it's just kind of what the crowd wants to hear at this point by what you said. I don't think it gets us anywhere by saying just, Supercell, cut your profit by 80%, charge for emotes, skins, you'll make drastically less money. Let's make that clear. Clash Royale does not have the player base that Brawl Stars have. Let's make that 100% clear. They would be losing a crap ton of money if they did this. I understand that that's not what you want to hear. They're only after money. Yes, Supercell, Clash Royale especially, is insanely money hungry. I think we all know that, but at the same time, we know that that's not realistic. We know it's not going to happen. So why do we keep harping on it on every single video? Why can't we just come up with original ideas on how to monetize the game, on things that they would actually think about doing, instead of just saying the same thing in every single video? It gets us nowhere. I'm not saying that B-Rad made the video just for views, but I can also tell you that being negative towards Supercell gets drastically more traction than saying like, oh, the update was great, it was so amazing, I loved it so much, let's just go ride ponies and eat rainbows and frolic to the Princess House at the end of the Rosemary Garden. It's just great. Everyone loves it. You sitting there saying, oh, the update was great 10 times is not going to get as many views as you saying, Supercell's stupid, we should burn it down. Like, oh my god, Supercell's just awful. It's like, we all know that we would rather watch that video, we would rather watch someone rage than say that something was great. So I think that style of video, which I have made in the past, I'm not saying that I am not a part of the problem on that one. Like, I 100% agree, and I need to get better at this, but I think that type of video is honestly destroying our community faster than anything Supercell has honestly done. With that all being said, I really do think that Clash Royale has been pretty good lately. I love the last 2 updates. Like I said a while ago, I love the lucky drops. I love this last update. I really like the new cards. Yeah, they're broken as heck. They're gonna need more nerfs. I think we all know that. The Goblin Machine, the Goblin Curse, and even the Goblin Demolisher are all gonna need nerfs. I think that's pretty clear. I think we all know that. I'm almost positive Supercell knows that too. I think that we are on a very good path. I really like the new community manager. I really think that she's a very nice person, and I think she's a great personality for what Clash Royale needs. I think she was a great choice. I think that she does a great job on Twitter responding to people. I just think that she's done a great job so far, and I have absolutely 0 complaints. I have not seen a single person complain about her, which is 1,000,000,000% better than what we had before. I don't think Max did anything wrong. Like I said in the last video, I think that Drew made some mistakes. But I think we're in a good spot with Supercell actually throwing someone out to the community that isn't just going to get absolutely destroyed every single update from the community for stuff they said, because I don't think she's done anything wrong yet. Another thing that I hear all the time in this community is people compare Clash Royale to Brawl Stars. I do it all the time, and I honestly think it's a pretty good comparison. I think it's pretty clear that Clash Royale and Brawl Stars have kind of swapped places as the second most popular Supercell game behind Clash of Clans of all time. Brawl Stars is a much different game than Clash Royale, and monetization wise they do it completely different, and I agree that one is better than the other, but like I said a while ago, we can't really change that at this point, because 1, we're not the devs, and 2, I don't think selling skins and emotes is going to be near as profitable as selling skins in Brawl Stars is. I think that that's just pretty obvious, but I don't think people want to admit that. But another thing I don't think many people think about is that Brawl Stars isn't near as competitive as Clash Royale is. With this being said, there is a bunch more Brawl Stars players, and I think that there's a much bigger opportunity for people to be toxic in the Brawl Stars community, but they choose not to, which is kind of weird because I think that the average Brawl Stars player is drastically younger than the average Clash Royale player. When I play a game of Brawl Stars with my little brother, I'm not going to get BM'd repeatedly 24/7, win or lose, like you will in Clash Royale. The Brawl Stars community is drastically less toxic than us in the Clash Royale community. I have never once been BM'd like 5 times in a row in Brawl Stars. Yeah, you'll find the occasional guy that'll say something stupid or leave you a spray, like who cares? In Clash Royale, it's every single game. Like, if someone doesn't like the deck you're playing in Clash Royale, it's Yawning Princess, Crying Skeleton, the entire game without fail. They're going to BM you the entire time. That really doesn't happen in Brawl Stars, and online. Brawl Stars is a drastically less toxic community. Yeah, you'll get some people on Reddit here and there, but I would say the overall sentiment towards Brawl Stars is drastically better than Clash Royale. I think the Brawl Stars dev team has handled their game drastically better than the Clash Royale dev team. I don't think that that is even questionable. I don't even think that that is even a debate. I think it's pretty clear. But at the same time, I think that the player base has given the dev team for Brawl Stars a much longer leash and honestly believes in them a little bit more than we do. And just every single time something goes wrong in Brawl Stars, they don't jump on top of their dev team. I'm guilty of this. I know I do it. But at this point, we've gotten to the point of making the same video 8 times every single week. The same 5 creators makes the same 5 videos every single week. Supercell's awful. I hate this. I hate that. Supercell's dumb. Like, It's getting to the point that we are destroying the game faster than the dev team is. To a lot of these content creators, it's their jobs. I understand why they're aggravated, but at the same time, do you really think continuously trashing on the game is going to make it last longer? Yes, they made mistakes, but at the same time, we got to create a better community. We have to be able to make a place that people want to come and play and make it much less toxic. It's gotten to the point that I am much more disappointed in the Clash Royale community themselves than I am at Supercell for doing all the stupid stuff they've done over the last couple years.